Hello students, today we are going to learn geography subject of 7th standard and our topic is wind. In previous lesson we learned about the air pressure, which factors are affected on air pressure, then which factors are affected, temperature, then altitude. These are the factors that affected on the air pressure. In previous lesson we learned that when the temperature is high, then the air pressure is low. When the altitude is high, the air pressure is low. Okay, so in this way, the next part, it means the next lesson, that is wind, we are going to learn about that. Okay, then in this lesson we learn that what is meant by wind. Then we learn that the directions of wind, then types of wind, and all these things are we learn in this lesson. So now observe this picture and give me answer. Okay, so tell me, see outside the window of your house and which objects are moving, which are still. So in this picture, which objects are moving? Yes, that car, then uh, that bike. Okay, these objects are moving. Again, that birds are moving, then plants, trees are moving. Okay, then which objects are still? Which object cannot be moved? Yes, that building cannot be moved. Okay, then that road cannot be moved. Okay, these objects are still, they cannot be moved. So second is, which objects are moving on their own? So that car and bikes are moved because of their so one person can be drive. Okay, so that's why that objects can be moved. But which objects can move on their own self? Yes, that birds are move on their own self, then trees also move on their own self. Okay, so then next is, which objects are not moving on their own? Why? That building are not move their own self. Okay, so in this way we are observe some things. So which objects can be moved, which objects cannot be moved. Okay, so then in this way we now next we are going to learn that how the winds can be generated. First of all, what is meant by wind? Okay, what is meant by wind? Wind we feel, okay, but cannot be touched, cannot be see. Okay, so the movement of air is called wind. Movement of air is called wind. Okay, so we feel the wind but cannot be see it. When certain objects in our surroundings move or we experience wind, the movement of air is called wind. Okay, so why does air move? It means why, how the winds can be generated. Okay, so in this picture you have to observe this picture. Okay, so suppose here one experiment. So what you do, first is fold a paper in two same size. Okay, then keep both paper roll on one side of table without touching the roll of paper or table. Then what can be done to move a paper rolls to the other end of the table? Suppose we prepare two paper rolls, then we have to move that paper we have to change the paper side. Okay, move that paper. So how can we move that direction? It means how can we move their place? How can we move? Yes, first is blowing air. Okay, then second is, suppose take any object like paper or like book or notebook. Okay, then when we blow air, so what happen? That because of air blowing, it means because of that wind can be created there. Because of wind, that paper roll can change the direction of that place. Okay, can be change the place of paper roll. Then second we can observe here in this way. Okay, here in this way we can change the weight. In this way we can change the direction. The In this way we can change here. Okay, so how we change the paper roll? Okay, because when we blow air with the help of pen, with the help of book, so what happen? That paper roll get wind from all direction, for all direction, because that paper roll get all from all the direction. Paper get wind, then paper roll can be easily reach the other side of the table. Okay, it is very faster than this method. Okay, so suppose can a bottle filled with water be moved to the other end of the table in this manner? Suppose we fill one bottle of the we fill bottle with the water, and suppose we have to move that bottle that at the table's another side. So how can we move? In that time also we can use this uh, same method. Same method can be used for change the direction of the change the place of the water bottle. No, this method cannot be useful there, because in this experiment, what is the weight also very important. Okay, so paper roll, it means the weight of the paper roll is very less. Okay, then weight of the bottle is high, so it cannot be moved, it cannot be changed the place of bottle in this way. Okay, we can use the different way to change the place of the bottle. Okay, so generation of the wind. Okay, so the air pressure is not uniform across the earth's surface. Air move from high high pressure area towards low pressure area in a horizontal manner. Two winds are generated due to this horizontal movement of air. Okay, then next is, okay, the next is change the directions of wind. So we have learned that the air pressure is not uniform across the earth's surface. Air pressure is different, okay, on the surface of the earth. Then air move from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, then towards the low pressure area. Okay, in this picture we saw that this is the red. In this picture we saw that the red arrow. Okay, here we saw that the red arrow. Okay, then it means this is the original, this is the original direction of the air. This is the original direction of the air. Okay, red arrow, it means original directions of the air. Okay, then divert. This in this diagram we can see that blue arrow also. It means that direction of the air can be changed. Why it can be changed? Now we are going to learn that. Okay, it can be changed because of the rotation of the earth. Okay, then our earth can be continuously rotate. Okay, so the direction of wind, okay, the direction of winds is influenced by the rotation of the wind. So rotation of the earth, winds get deflected towards the right of their original directions in the northern hemisphere and towards of left of their original directions in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so we uh, we saw that here the extent of the difference in air pressure affects the velocity of the wind. If there is less difference in the air pressure, winds blow with less velocity. Okay, then winds blow with great velocities if the pressure difference is greater. Okay, it means velocity of air is depend upon the air pressure. When the air pressure is high, the wind's velocity is low. Okay, then wind speed also varies. Then okay, the wind speed also different in the earth surface. When we consider the earth as a whole, we find the directions of the winds is influenced by the rotation of the earth. In the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected towards the right of their original directions, whereas in the southern hemisphere they are deflected towards the left of the origin directions. Then these directions has been shown by curved arrows in this figure. We can see that we can see here we can see here the direction can be changed. Okay, this is the original directions of the air. Then here blue arrows, it means the direction can be changed because of the rotation of the earth. Okay, then the rotation from west to east cause these changes in the original directions of the winds. Okay, these winds can be changed because of the rotation of the earth. Okay, then so then next is wind's velocity is measured in the units of knots or kilometer per hour. That winds can be measured. The unit of the measuring winds is knot or kilometer per hour. Okay. Then in this picture, in previous lesson also we learn about this picture. Okay, so pressure belts. Okay, temperature zone and pressure belt. Okay, so here we can see that here the pressure belts are there. Okay, so here it means equatorial low pressure belt. Okay, then wait, equatorial low pressure belt. Then next is mid latitudinal high pressure belt. Okay, here mid latitudinal, here we can see that mid latitudinal high pressure belt. Okay, then subpolar low pressure belt, then polar high pressure belt. In northern hemisphere also, southern hemisphere also same pressure belts are occur. Okay, so in previous lesson we learn about the latitudinal extent of these belts also. Okay, So winds are known by directions from which they blow. Okay, so planetary wind, it means winds are known by the directions of that, directions of blowing wind, direction of blowing wind. Okay, for example, here we can see that easterlies. Okay, we can see that here easterlies wind. Okay, then here westerlies wind. Okay, then we already learned that the air always blow from high pressure to low pressure. Wind, air always blow from high pressure to low pressure. Okay, so here we can see that here the direction of the wind blowing, the name can be from there. Okay, it means westerlies are wind that blow from the west, and easterlies winds, it means the wind that blow from the east. Okay, so here we see that which, in this picture we see that which, it means easterlies winds from which pressure belt they are blow from mid latitudinal high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. In north southern hemisphere also mid latitudinal high pressure belt to equatorial low pressure belt. Okay, so then next is, so then next is the direction of the westerlies direction from the mid latitudinal high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. Okay, from these pressure belts they can that westerlies blow. Okay, then northern hemisphere also, then southern hemisphere also, from the mid latitudinal high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. Okay, then next is, so that here also we see that here mid latitudinal high pressure belt to, okay, here we saw that, so westerlies are blow from the mid latitudinal high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. Then here which pressure belts are blow, which planetary winds are blow from the from the high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt, which planetary wind are blowing, that these are polar winds are blowing from the high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt. Okay, so name the winds that blow in the southern hemisphere. Then southern hemisphere, which planetary winds are blow, easterlies, then westerlies, and polar winds are blow from the in the southern hemisphere. Okay, then in this northern hemisphere also easterlies, westerlies, and polar winds are blow. Okay, so then next point is winds are known by the directions from which they blow. Okay, here we can see that the direction of the direction. Okay, so this is the north. Okay, then this is the south, then east and west. Okay, so polar, we already learned that easterlies, then westerlies. It means easterlight lies. It means easterlies are winds that blow from the west. Okay, it means winds are known by the direction of which they blow. Okay, then easterline, westerline. Okay, that easterline means that winds can be blow from east. Then westerline, it means the wind can be blow from west. It means that name because of that directions. Okay, then Next is winds are known by the direction of wind. We can see that here. We see that the easterly wind. Okay, then westerly winds. Okay, it means that winds are blow from the this winds are blow from the okay, this winds blow from the east. That's why that wind called easterly wind. Then here the winds can blow from west side, or west side. This is called westerly wind. And these polar winds, it means this blow from polar region. It blow from polar region here also and here also. Okay, so this is called polar winds. This is called polar winds. Okay, then okay, for example, uh, westerlies are wind that blow from west. Okay, then the direction of blowing, the duration of regions covered, and the condition of the air determine the following wind types. Okay, then next is we are next part of this lesson we continue in next video. Thank you.